Oops. All right. Damn it, Kim. All right.
Together.
Hey, everybody. All right, I'm gonna let a few of you come on in. Welcome to the Keep It Moving show. You know what's good. I told you guys that I would be here at 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. Where are you? Let me see. Let me let you get in. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Keep It Moving show. I'm the KIM, and tonight is very, very special. You know what's good? I told you guys that. All right. I told you this show is going to be fantastic. But first, I want to thank you guys for coming on, hanging out with me last week. We had a fabulous time. Matter of fact, a special time, maybe short yellow bus special, but we were good. So I want to thank Vision for coming in and hanging out with me last week. It was so dope. But this week, we have something special. In a second, I'm going to introduce you to 3 incredible talents in the R&B world of our generation. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Somebody else coming back. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. So tonight we are going to celebrate 3 incredible talents from the R&B, from our generation of R&B. But before that, I want to remind you guys that the Keep It Moving show airs every Monday morning, 6:15 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Pretty soon, we're going to be all over the country. Well, we're already all over the country, but pretty soon it's going to be worldwide. You hear me? So anyway, I thank you guys for logging on to the Keep It Moving show special. Yes, special, guys. So thank you guys for logging on. Tonight's show is very special to me. Oh God, as I start fucking up again. Tonight's show is very special to me. I have, well, as you guys know, I always say we have the best and the most talented generation out there.
Facts.
Tonight, I'm going to introduce you guys to, as I uplift and celebrate these guys, these voices are none other. I am honored to be here with these artists tonight, celebrating 40 years of LeVert. Now, listen, that's not just success, that's a legacy. So tonight, we're celebrating 3 of the best voices in R&B, voices rooted in soul, voices rooted on harmony, voices that just didn't make hits, but helped create the soundtrack in our lives. And yes, some of these soundtracks help create a few families as well. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to introduce to you guys one, Dr. Dave Tolliver, lead singer of Men at Large. Joe Little III, lead singer of the Rude Boys, and the incredible super duper ooper producer, visionary, artist, songwriter, and founder of the legendary group LeVert. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the LeVert Experience.
Hey, all right.
Hey, now, you know, check them out a little bit. Come on, you know who they are. Sing it. Hey, come on. Hey, come on, y'all. I wanna sing it to you time and time again. Casanova. Hey. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it wants me to talk. So what's up, guys? Thank you guys for logging on to the Keep It Moving show.
What's up?
Thanks for having us, Mama. What up?
Thank you, guys. How you guys? First, let me just say, you guys look fabulous. Now, it's been a little bit close to a year since I saw you last. You guys were here performing the LeVert Experience in DC, the DMV. You were fabulous. So I'm here to tell everybody. Well, I'm here to let you guys tell everybody about the LeVert Experience. First, again, I want to thank you for coming on, but you guys are just now getting off the Soul Train cruise.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Was that a stone cold blast?
It was a stone cold gas.
Stone cold.
All right. And before that, because you guys, listen, I never knew how you guys are like really out there working hard. So not only were you guys just off of the Soul Train cruise, but you guys did the Tom Joyner cruise prior to that. You guys have been touring around the country.
Yep, definitely, most definitely, nonstop.
That's what it is.
A city near you soon, baby.
That's right, and we can't wait. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the LeVert Experience. Now, again, I introduced you. We got Dr. Dave Tolliver from the legendary Men at Large. We got Joe Little III here from the legendary Rude Boys. How did you guys hook up with Mark for LeVert Experience?
Well, I guess I'll take it. For some years, Al, our management, had been trying to get us booked on the Tom Joyner cruise, and they wanted to do a tribute to Gerald for some years, but I guess they kept passing it off, and then finally, they put it together, and we all went out there. And just long story short, it just seemed like it was supposed to happen like that. I guess. You got to go through something to get to something. And I guess all of us have had our share of ups and downs, career-wise, loss-wise, whatever. But when this came together, it was like, damn, I found that last piece to that puzzle, and it fit. And it's just, it's the perfect puzzle right now. So that's how it happened. And it just stuck afterwards, it stuck. Right. Yeah, man.
All right, I like that. I like Joe. Can you want to jump in there? Joe Little III from the Rude Boys.
What's up? What's up? Just it came out of nowhere. Dave hit me up, Big Al hit me up. Then I talked to Mark, and we all came together. And he was like, "Let's make it happen." The Tom Joyner cruise, like he said, was actually our first performance that we did together. And so it was, that was a hell of a start. I mean, we was on the spot from the beginning. We've been on the spot from the beginning with the LeVert Experience. So, I mean, it was quite amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure, and I want to throw the same question to Mark, but I'm pretty sure you said they put you on the spot. Joe Little III. Listen, we've heard you over the years. Again, you guys have been a soundtrack of our lives. So we've heard you putting you guys on the spot. I'm pretty sure was not a big thing for you guys, but I'm glad you guys accepted. Mark, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Gordon, would you like to answer that question as well?
Yeah, it was just that was the kickoff, and it seemed like something, it seemed like the fit. So I was looking for something to kind of bridge on to and keep things moving, and this is how it turned out. So actually when we all had to do videos for Tom Joyner, and during the video they had other people that was on the show. I didn't really include them into the show because it was really more about the original guys to me. And so it was Dave and Joe and myself. And at that time I was calling it, come check out the LeVert Experience. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of them things that once we got off the boat, it was like, man, we can keep going. If we can get some dates, we can keep it moving, And,
yeah. Well,
it was
thank you for that reference to keep it moving. As you know, we're on the Keep It Moving show. So now I have another question for you guys. Now, I've seen the show live, and you guys are phenomenal. Listen, for people out there that think that you may be, I don't know, have anybody ever asked you, are you trying to replace the other members, which they're incomparable, but is anybody asking this, or they just recognize the genius that you had to get these two gentlemen that you guys actually produced and wrote for on your label?
I think for the most part, people get it. You always gonna have some people that's gonna say this or that, and that's that's fine too. That's what they feel. But there's no replacing. It's just
Man.
it is what it says it is. It's the LeVert experience. These
Right.
guys have experience, with the LeVert uh, and Trevor family. So it's like, who better to be a part of the LeVert experience but
Right.
LeVert experience people? You know what I'm saying? So it speaks
Absolutely.
for itself. It's not like nobody's saying nothing about a replacement. You know, that's not what it is.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining that for those that didn't understand what was going on. Joe Little Third, I want to ask you, since joining the LeVert Experience, how does it feel? Because it's like you guys are almost having a second act, part two, coming out. Are you feeling as what's the word I want to use? Well, I'll just leave it to you. How you feel about being, I don't want to say you're being compared, because you're not, because you have a voice of your own, but you guys sound so good out there. Do people try to put you in that same category?
No, people, they respect us, individually from what group we have, what hits we have collectively, and so no, I mean, LeVert Experience has really added value to my career and my life, and I love it. I mean, a lot of people may not know that I was a writing partner with Gerald. So I wrote on each and every one of his solo albums, participated with him also writing for other artists, and it was just a connection. So we all come from the same camp. Gerald and Mark, they founded the Rude Boys. They signed us. Gerald founded us. Mark and Gerald signed us to Treble. Um, Minute Large was founded the same way, and Mark and Gerald signed them to Treble also. So we've been together since '89. The Rude Boys have been locked in since '88.
And we
So
came in
we're here in
90.
2026, and it's just been ongoing. So it's a natural transition,
Yeah.
as far as being a part of this situation, singing the songs which come from our camp, singing our own songs, Rude Boy songs, many large songs. So people know, but I will admit sometimes when people don't, when they say the LeVert Experience and they don't say Joe Little from the Rude Boys, Dave Tolliver from Minute Large, and Mark going for LeVert, some people think that is a show group, which is
Yeah.
not. Dave.
Yes, sir.
All right.
No, dude, I'm good. You misreading that, bro. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying all right. What do you have something to say?
Oh, my fault. I thought you were thinking something else. No, I'm about to say, no, I'm good, baby. I'm good. Yeah, they do, and I think I was telling you before, it's like I call us the most dangerous group in R&B, and I do think that some of the cats from our era have seen us perform, and I'll be honest, man. I think that we strike a little fear in them, but on the flip side too, the promoters and the talent buyers, even though we've done what we've done, they still want to see what you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want to be on my team this year. We got tryouts this fall at the high school gym. Y'all come on down if you want to be on the team. We got the run going. And sometimes I can't say it's a slap in the face because I can't tell folks how to spend their money. But then after they see the show, it's like, damn. Like, we tried to tell you, but I mean, but for the most part, this has been man, for me, it has been therapeutic. It has been some of the most fun times of my life because I don't have to worry about anybody stabbing me in the back of my group. We all
Yeah.
grown, everybody got families, and I love these dudes tremendously. And Mark, me and Mark always hung out anyway. I think I was like 19 or 20 when I first came around there, and so man, I was always with Mark all the time. Jason used to always be with Gerald. But yeah, man, it was just meant to be. Unfortunately, a lot of times you question why them and not me. I don't question it, but you know, when God makes his moves, you have to just follow it. You know what I mean? If that's what you believe. But I mean, what else was I gonna do?
Absolutely, absolutely. I listen, the one question I wanted to ask, because I like how you guys are going here. What's the difference in, because when we first met you all, you were very much young men, you know. What's the difference and how do you feel touring and moving around today as opposed to when you were younger?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to go first, Mark?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I can say for me, I ain't gonna even lie to you. You know, I'm 55 now. I've been through all kinds of, you know, things with my body because I was super obese. And I think it is kind of, you know, even though I've lost, you know, probably I was like 525 at one time. I'm like 260, between 260 and 270. That's a lot.
All right, come on now. Come on, Dave.
And you know, they say every 50 pounds is 400 pounds of pressure on your knees. So yeah, it's like you can imagine what my body was saying inside, like, nigga, please, you know what I'm saying? So I guarantee you my body, I'm starting to have other issues, but you know, I be tired. You know what I mean? Tired, and
these days,
you know, I don't want to fly in the day of the show. I want to fly in the day before. I remember we did a show going to the West Coast, and we flew in that day. Man, I slept for like 2-3 days after we got back. That's the difference. And you know, Mark and I go to the gym almost every day now too. That helps, but it's still like your body is still fighting against you. I know for me.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it didn't make a difference if I slept or not. I was going.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I'm like, nah, I'm good. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to the room and go night.
How about that? Now I don't know everybody's status here, but I'm sure panties is still being thrown on stage for y'all. I'm pretty sure, right?
No. If it be panties, it'll be granny panties. No.
Especially on the Soul Train cruise.
Yeah, you know, ain't no women in their late 40s or 50s throwing panties. That's for young people. So that's there you show the difference of back in the day to now is a big difference.
That's the difference.
You know? Yeah. So back in the difference with me right now is like I would be 58 in July the 14th. Just really.
Come on, Cancer.
Thank you. You a Cancer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
July 3rd.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I take things more serious now. Mm-hmm. You know, the performances, the shows, I value it more. I value my career more than I used to, and I'm more serious about it. You know, like when you're young and things is jumping and things have blown up and you famous now, you making money, you take it for granted sometime and you fall back and you don't give it the same, you know, and that's kind of what happened to me. I didn't keep giving it my all and being consistent. And so now just being appreciative of what I'm able to do, you know, with my gift that has been given to me, I've been able to continue to do shows and be involved in music is a great thing. So just taking things more serious.
All right. I like that answer, Joe. Listen, growing up, I don't think we really have a choice sometimes but to take things a little more seriously now. So right. I enjoyed that answer. Mark, you want to take that?
Yeah, I mean, I like both of those answers. So
Mark, they throwing the panties at you. They still throwing the panties at you, right?
Nah, ain't no panties.
Not anymore.
I just told you. You just want some panties to be thrown at somebody. Is you throwing panties on the stage?
Listen, I forgot the panties right here. I was gonna throw them.
So you throwing imaginary panties. Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? I never thought that you know, I'm 55, I'll be 56 in July 30th. But when I go out, I sometimes I feel like a little boy because their people are probably 10, 20 years older. Their fan base is probably like 10, a lot of them are 10, 20 years older. And you know, we be hanging out with the Foursome D's sometime too, and like they fans is dumb old, like you know what I mean. So sometimes I be
Damn.
feeling I mean they are, man. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like they I love the Foursome D's. What else, DVD? I'm just saying. You know, I feel like a little boy one time. I called home one time. Me and Al went to a Foursome D's thing, and I was like, I feel like I shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? But like I do belong in that realm. I'm 55, but I still feel like a little boy sometimes. So I don't know, man. It's just, I guess it's just hard. Now I ain't gonna say it's hard. It's just funny embracing aging.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, like
you
on
know,
the
but a wise man once told me, he said, "Hey, man, if you're not aging, man, you're dead." So
yeah, about that. Come on now.
Let's go.
right.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
man.
what we did discover is that on the Soul Train cruise, we were the youngest group other than Ruben Studdard or Johnny
Man.
Gill. You
Oh
know what I'm
wow.
saying? Right. Or maybe Karen White. We were the youngest. And
Aaron White
after
60.
that, yeah. Oh, okay. So we still was young with Mark, you know, yeah.
Yeah, they in the
Yeah.
same bracket.
Yeah, but no, Mark, we were all still the younger statesmen, if I could say that, because
Yeah.
after us, Karen White, Johnny Gill, it was like the Barcades, Cool in the
Oh.
Ohio
Gang,
Players, Jeffrey
Ohio
Osborne,
Players, Third
SOS
World,
Band.
like
Yeah,
Morris Day in the Time, you know,
Oh.
right? So it was like a lot of older crowd. So when I got on the boat and I made out between the Tom Joyner and the Soul Train
yeah,
cruise, it was much different.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody asked me how was it. I always say that I felt like I was in bumper car city.
I tell you this too. One thing that I really do appreciate and honor is that after every show, they're shocked that we still have our voices in full throttle. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
say, man, you know, a lot of questions. How did you do this, man? Y'all guys still sound the same. Y'all sound better. Like, I mean, like, you know, I don't think any of us really like overcasted our systems with drugs and all kinds of, and
Yeah.
that's not to say, but you know, sometimes with your body, even if you don't, there are people that get cancer and never smoke. So it's like, who's to say that your body is just not degenerating? You know what I'm saying? And so that's the one thing that I pride myself in, is taking care of my voice. My brothers have taken care of their voices. We look good. I just be honest, we look good, man. We don't look our age or what we've been through. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
we sexy. We the most dangerous group in R&B.
Come
I'm
on.
telling you,
Come
Hey,
the
on,
most
guys.
I ain't gonna
dangerous
lie.
group.
I definitely felt younger on that boat
Yeah,
than
man.
and realistically, you know, I'm probably fitting in with them, but I didn't feel like that. You know what I mean? I felt like, man, there's a lot of old folks on this boat, but I love it though, because that means that, you know, we could perform for a crowd that, you know, that really can afford to pay for that cruise and pay for the things that they want to do. So
Yeah.
uh, I appreciate them, because you know what I mean. It's you know, it's a lot of these young folks can't do it like that.
And you know, I can really say that I observed the appreciation level was much different than, because you got people from my age down that are into the trap, that are into the young music movement, that are into, you know, but you don't, you know, you ain't got no, you know, they into those trending phrases and cliches that they, you know, that maybe they have a midlife crisis, but these people, they really, really, really enjoyed what we did. You know, it was like when we got on the boat before we even performed, it was like, who you with? LeVert Experience. Oh, yeah, man, we can't wait there. Oh, man, we can't wait there. And then after we did it, they was like, oh man, that was You know what I mean? So I would, they probably still talking about it because everybody, their appreciation for it. Because I mean, come on, man, them cats on that boat, that's the golden era of when if you didn't have no talent, you wasn't valid. You dig? So yeah, man.
So for them to even invite you with the groups that they did invite had to have been an honor.
Oh yeah, it was definitely honored, and they took good care of us. You know,
yeah,
they took good care of us. So
man,
you know, I have no bad words about what you know what they did and inviting us, and you know, it was. I have nothing bad to say about the Soul Train.
Now, all three of you have performed on Soul Train before. Am I correct?
Yes.
Oh
yes, all of us.
Yeah, we've been on there twice.
Soul Train actually, Don Caney actually helped launch our first coming out because of we were independent when we first came out, and so Don actually put us on Soul Train with an independent record, which, you know, most of the time these were all national acts already.
Yes.
And so, you know, I always appreciate you know, what Don Caney did, what Lynn Tolliver did. You know, these are the people that help catapult us into us becoming LeVert and becoming a household name. You know, so I pay homage to that. So yeah, just being able to go on the Soul Train and you know, come around full circle and actually perform some of the songs that we did on Soul Train when it was out, you know, it was like a full circle moment.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, this, ladies and gentlemen, we have the LeVert Experience here with us on the Keep It Moving Show special. Again, I was speaking with Dr. Dave earlier before you guys got on the line, and listen, on the inside, I'm doing like this. Oh God, oh God, I'm so honored to have you guys here. But guys, I want you to hold on for a second because I want to talk to the audience just a second. Last week on the Keep It Moving Show special, we had almost a trivia, classic cultural cinema, and we had a trivia question there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is for you, and whoever gets this right, I'm gonna shout you out on my show.
Ooh.
Anyway, so out of the three gentlemen that's on the line with us tonight, one of them had a musical interlude in another cultural classic movie. If you can tell me who it is, and for a double bonus, that means I'll shout you out twice, maybe 3 times. For a double bonus, if you could tell me the song, I will shout you out. And this question excludes Robin Walker and Shayla Jones. It excludes y'all. So anybody can get that question right, you know, you guys are going to be so dope to me. So back to you guys. Listen, I had to do that because, you know, you got to, you know.
You don't have a cash prize for your audience?
I got a shout out.
A gift card?
A neck massage? You know, you got them hands. You got the HOM, the hands of mercy.
All right, y'all. I got a T-shirt.
Okay.
Back to you guys. Now, the LeVert Experience. Now, when I showed you, now I don't know if you guys were able to see this, but you know, I was doing, you know, quite a few posting, and one of the videos that I showed was actually me in the very beginning fanning Dr. Dave and Joe because they were ripping Baby I'm Ready. Listen, when that song comes on, I start crying, all kinds of stuff. And they ripped it. So you guys, I want you guys, listen, understand what you are witnessing right now in the LeVert Experience. So Robin, you know, I'm gonna need you to let me know who won that because I'm not looking at you guys. So now, individually, you Mark and Gerald, you got Mark, you and Gerald had the label Travel, which is LeVert spelled backwards. Am I correct?
Yeah, production company.
Okay, your production company. And with that, you founded Rude Boys and Men at Large. If I could just ask these gentlemen, I already asked you how you feel about, working with Mark, and that's fabulous. But back to your individual careers, Dr. Dave, I'll start with you. You mentioned it earlier with your weight loss. First of all, you look fabulous. I told you that a long time ago. I'm telling you it in your face on the show. You look fabulous. How'd you do that? What did you do? Was it just you working out and changing your diet? How did that work?
So I for years I've been, trying to lose weight, and they were trying to tell me something was going on. And years ago I had the gastric, and so I've never told nobody this, but I'm gonna just let you have it. That means you owe me. So
I owe you.
yeah, hell yeah, you owe me. I'm gonna give you an exclusive. So at the time I was doing like keto, and that was working. For some reason, every time I diet and do something, stuff still, it just falls off my body, the weight, and then if I stop, it'll come back fast too. So I had the gastric in 2004, and I guess I was a guinea pig at the time, and so I really disrespected what it really was. I started. I didn't have any side effects. I was still eating some of the things I shouldn't do, and then so a friend of mine told me about this place that would redo it, but it was self-pay. And at the time, they was like I was a little too heavy for their tables. And I was like, oh, sheesh. They said, you can go to the hospital.
How much at that point, how much did you weigh?
Probably like at that point, like 425. The highest I've ever been is 525.
Wow. Okay.
And so, yeah, big, man. Couldn't see nothing, not even my toes. So the clinic said, well, you're a little too heavy for our tables, but the hospital will do it, but it'll cost you an extra couple thousand. I was like, hell no, because they was already charging me $5,000 for the redo, and they wasn't taking insurance. And I was like, I don't know, let me think about it. And so they said, well, we got the shot. And I was like, really? And they said, yeah. I said, well, what is it? And I did my research on it. It was, I called my homegirl that referred me to the clinic, and she was like, "Yeah, I take it too. I done already lost like 90 pounds." I was like, "What?" So I took the shot. I took the Manjaro, and 160, 170 pounds later, here I'm is.
Come on now.
And along with you have to change. Like with anything, you have to change your eating, your activity, all that other stuff. And I've always been, somewhat of a picky eater. I don't eat any sauces, haven't eaten any sauces in over 30 years, but I'm sure that helped aid in the loss because I don't put the extra salt and sugar in my body. But yeah, that shot, it saved my life. It did. I ain't gonna even lie. And the team of doctors I had, they saved my life. Otherwise, I might not have been here. I ain't gonna even lie to you because I had a couple issues, but they all normal now, and they couldn't
find. How did that work for you mentally? Mentally, what did that do for you in with the change?
You talking about when they told me I had a health issue, or they told me
as you started losing weight? Because I remember you said you lost the weight prior to, but you would gain it back. So mentally, what did this start doing to you as you started losing and keeping it off?
I mean, the crazy thing is, people would always say, "Man, I ain't even look at you like you was that big." I was like, "Nigga, quit lying. you can't even see you standing behind me. So what are you talking about?" So, but it did start to mess with me mentally because I felt embarrassed because I was gaining this weight back, and people would see you and they, when you do something great when you're heavy, they give you kudos, but when you lose the weight, they really excited for you, man. And then they start to say, "Oh man, I'm so glad you got that weight up off of you." I said, "But yeah, but you was feeding me fried chicken and doing this and doing all that other stuff too." With, but yeah, man, it definitely started hitting you mentally, especially with the part where you gaining it back, and it's embarrassing. I will never see 300 pounds again ever. I swear. I told Mark, I said I would never go back to 300. Like I go back and forth between like 270 and 260. And the doctors was like, we can't find out why you're having, it was a heart issue. And they was like, we cannot find out why you're having these problems. And they was like, I had the muscle was weak. It's back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Everything is back to, you know, I was like, I want to get to this number. They was like, nobody's at that number. You're right at the number where everybody else is. And they was like, they was like, you don't need to come see me no more. I was like, nah, I'm gonna still come in and check with you. I'm a black man. I need to come to the doctor. And he was like, he said, we can't find anything. They did the genetic test. They did everything. And they was like, the only thing I guess we could say why I was like that, because you were so heavy. So, you know, I remember years ago, I told Mark, I said, man, I'll lose 200 pounds if you let me get in the group. And this is what he said. Yeah, you know.
Like he didn't believe you?
No, that's just Mark. That's like when he really don't want to give you, if he want to give you an answer, he'll give you an answer. But if he really don't want to answer, he'd be like, yeah. You know, we got to see you. Gotta see you. Oh, my bad. My fault. Oops. Well, that's for me. That's how he did me. I don't know how he do everybody else.
Yeah. Now I have one question before I come on over to Joe the Third.
Was there any side effects with that shot?
You know what, man? I have been blessed, man. My whole life, I've never had any side effects with the gastric or even with this. The only thing with the shot that I've had is, you know, sometimes the boo-boo is a little hard, but besides that, I'm straight, and it'll let you know what you shouldn't put in your body. I even still like it's like you can't just take it and be, but yo, it'll let you know. When something ain't supposed to go, because you'll be on the John all day long.
Listen, if you're full of shit, it'll tell you. Your body will tell you you're full of shit.
Bottom line. And I tell people this, even if you're doing vegan or you're doing pescatarian or if you're doing keto, if you're doing whatever the diets may be, you still need to see if it agrees with your body, because everything does not agree with your body. And from what I understand, we're supposed to eat for our blood type. So I'm B positive, and I'm not supposed to touch no meat, but I do. So, you know.
Okay.
Okay, Dave, you went silent a little bit. Can you hear me, Dave?
Yes, my love.
Thank you. All right, so I have one more question before I jump off to Joe. So, Dave, look, I'm rocking out to that CD you got there. Tell us about your hip hop career you got coming up.
All right, so
I'm supposed to tell Mark. I'm not supposed to say it in front of Mark.
Yeah, you can say it. They know. I've been telling them. They just won't listen to none of the records. I think Joe is the only person that listens to the records.
For real?
Yeah.
Mark, you got to hear the CD, Mark. You got to hear it.
I didn't hear everything, but I did listen to the ones that you know.
And I'm about 13 records in. The album is going to be called LMTMS, Let Me Talk My Ish, with an SH on the front of it. And my first single is called Too Much Pain. A lot of the stuff I'm talking about is, you know, if you hear me talking weapon-wise, I've never been a thug. I'm in reference to a microphone being a gun, or so I don't do a lot of gun talk. But the couple titles, the things that I talk about, you know, it's about my microphone. The title talk about the music business. Talk about, I really told a true story about this one girl that got away, and it's called yeah, man, I got some joints, man. You know, when you get older, you start to think and recollect, and then you start to see these people. And you know, I lost her because I don't want to say I was immature, but you know, I'm telling the whole story. One of my closest friend, you know, don't pillow talk. You go in there, yeah, you know it, Mark. You know, he started running in there. He couldn't wait to tell everybody who I was doing whatever with, and then Sean had been with her. I knew it though, but I didn't want to hear it. He was like, yeah, man, you know what, man? We did this, we did that, man. Yeah, man. And I was like, he ain't lying, because we do the same thing. She'll cook you a steak, and ooh, man, her steaks ain't better than Robin's, but I'm saying them steaks, and she would do anything. And I was in love with this girl. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And I just wasn't mature enough to deal with it. And, you know, I learned from there not to really kiss and tell too much, because either, you know, that'll happen, or, you know, Joe will take her. That's the story of my life too. Joe used to take all my ladies, all of them. Every girl I like, Joe took from me. I don't even know why I'm friends with this dude, man. I can't. Every chick I like, he took them. I got a list of them. He took every one that I liked.
Joe, come on, man. Come on, man.
It was unintentional, Joe, right?
He just fell into it.
Joe,
I do like you, but
no, I ain't fall into it.
I do like you, but you know, I was with Joe, and it just, you know, I said, never mind, just forget it.
Stop, man.
I can't compete with that. Go ahead and you can have him. It's all good. Forget it, man.
Look, thank God you guys are adult men now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, back then, you know, I was like, you know, I don't want to say I was used to that, because even before, you know, I had been a celebrity in the city since I was like 15, being on the radio. So, man, we used to have some wild situations going on at the radio station. I used to get in so much trouble with my uncle dad for that, but yeah, Joe took them all from me. He did, really did. I was like, damn it, Joe. Look, don't bring your girl around Joe. True killer for real. Man.
Joe Little the third.
Hey, and after that, and look, and one time Gerald told me, he said, yeah, man, I see that such and such you got. I want to da 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 da. She never saw the light of day up there ever. I learned my lesson about that, because I knew if she had went up there, it would have been a wrap. Zetra, Mark. I was like, nah, it would have been a wrap. Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
Tales of travel. So Joe Little the third.
Beans.
Now, listen, it's written. Listen, everybody sings. It's written all over your face. Even still, they still singing that song. Joe, the success of that song and the others that you've had, and sorry, Dave, because you guys have had major success with your singles and CDs as well. The success with your songs, how did that shape who you were growing up? And then I got another question too. Yeah, me and Shayla, our question for us.
You said how did it
with you becoming, as Dave said, being a celebrity from 15 years old, he was, you know, it played a part in how, you know, his behavior and stuff like that. Same question. How was the success from you as a young man? Because you guys have been in the industry a very long time. We're celebrating 40 years of LeVert. So you guys have been in this industry for a while. How did this help mature you, if it did?
I started early as a kid. I knew I could sing and love entertainment since I was 4. So just many years growing up, singing in church, the school choir, singing in talent shows and different stuff like that prepared me. You know, I had a name for myself, you know, in our city too, as far as being popular for winning a lot of talent shows and just singing everywhere.
That ain't all he was popular for.
Yeah, and so that was the main thing that prepared me, you know, for the success that, you know, eventually came. But I've been preparing myself since a kid. I used to tell I didn't go outside that much. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell my friends, they used to tease me like, Joe can't come outside. And I used to tell them I don't want to come outside. I want to be in at the record player, listening to records, in the mirror, practicing. And that's what I did. And so, you know, I was pretty prepared, and I knew what I wanted, you know, to happen in my life. Yeah.
It seems like it. One of my colleagues always, we tell our students, proper preparation prevents poor performance. And you can tell with, you know, the performances that you give out. Now, Joe, I understand that you also write children's books. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have a book called Joey Wants to Sing. It's a book about my life as a child. And, you know, the story, basically what I just told you, I wanted to sing and I practiced a lot. My mother, she really, you know, promoted that, you know, pushed me and embellished that within my life to help me and help groom me to be who I am today, you know, by, you know, like, hey, if you're going to do it, be serious about it, practice, and, you know, do all the things that you're supposed to do. And so the book was written by myself, by Felicia McDonald and myself. She is a AI generating artist. She also knows how to just, put things together and bring things together, modernize different things. And so she put it together and we worked together and we published it together from our publishing company, Fee Higdon Publishing. And, now we are coming out with the little Joey is going to be a character and he's doing his ABCs, doing his numbers and singing songs. And we had a little cartoon for it. So that'll be coming within the next, about, hopefully by the summer.
All right. How cute. How cute. Now, did you try it out on your own children? Did you show them, the books and stuff?
No, I just brought the book out. My grandchildren got a copy. My children's children got copies, and
Oh, you have
my
grandchildren now. I keep forgetting
oh
how
yeah,
old you are.
yeah, no doubt, plethora. And so in my old neighborhood, well, my neighborhood, East Cleveland, I went and the school system brought all the elementary school kids from different elementaries, and I did a big thing at the East Cleveland Library where they have an auditorium, and I went and did a book reading. We played games, musical chairs. The Board of Education bought like 300 books from me. I
Oh,
signed all
nice.
of them personally, and we just had a real good time. And I've been going to, different places like different libraries, different daycares, different places where children are to do book reading. So it's been real fun.
All right, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Our children these days, they didn't grow up like us, so it's important for us to give back so that they can have it still some of the knowledge that we grew up with. They're not going to get the same. They don't go outside like we used to,
Right.
stuff like that. So Joe, Shayla and I have been waiting on the coffee. How's the coffee line going?
The coffee is doing great. You can go online and purchase the coffee, urbingjoe.coffee. The children's book is Joey Wants to Sing is on Amazon, also on joeywantstosing.com. And I also have another book that'll be coming out within the next month or so called Being Your Own MVP, Finding Balance and Unlocking the Greatness Within, which is a self-development book, a self-help book. I also am a life skills coach, and I teach workforce development, job readiness, throughout the week, 4 days a week, and do that. And just, being a pillar in my community and impacting the community.
Come on, Joe Little the third. Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Give back, give back.
Thank you.
Now,
You.
super duper,
Mark, super duper producer.
Come on, listen. For years, I've always wanted to do this because I want to explain to you. For years, I've heard Teddy Riley. I've heard so many producers' names. I've heard Tom Puffy Tone. I've heard so many producers' names. But the one producer that they never gave enough time to was Mark Gordon, founding member, one of the founding members of the legendary LeVert. Listen, let me skip that. Let me name off some hits. Let's see. Casanova. Pop, pop, pop goes my mind. Baby, I'm ready. I've been waiting. All seasons. Forever love. Just cooling. And that's just LeVert. That ain't even all of LeVert. Let's keep it moving. The Rude Boys. Men at Large he's worked with. Snoop. Immature. Mickey Howard. Anita Baker. James Ingram. Music Soul Child. Come on, Mark. Mark. No. Now.
Hey, that sounds impressive.
Mike, listen, Mark, that is impressive. Not only that, this is what, right? Listen, first of all, baby, I'm ready. I fall on the floor. I've been waiting. I can't even talk when that song comes on. When you, Mark, gosh, this is like so dope. I don't know if you guys know that Mark Gordon was responsible for the first ever hip hop R&B collab with LeVert and Just Coolin'. Mark, how did your genius put that together, Mark? Because at that time, I was hip hop. I was R&B, but I was a little more hip hop. How did that come about with wanting to collaborate both of those genres of music together?
Actually, it was, once we did the idea, me and Gerald put together the idea, and he was like, we should get a rapper for this. And I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, we should. And he was like, who do you think? I was like, I don't know. And he suggested Heavy. And I was like, that's a great suggestion.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
so we put in the call, and Heavy agreed. We sent him the track, and Heavy agreed. And I think he drove down to Philly because we was in Philly recording. And he drove down to Philly, and he put his thing on, and it was a wrap from there.
It was a
So
wrap from there.
it was a a collaborative situation, and Heavy fit right into it. There was there was no thinking twice about it. It just like it was a natural fit.
Absolutely. And everybody, and even to this day, that's one of your songs that they still play as if it just came out. And this is how incredible, this is a tribute to the incredible work you've done, and your team here, Dave and Joe. A tribute to the incredible work that you've done. Um, let me see if anybody has answered my tribute. Anybody, everybody, let me see, guys. Shayla says she wants to answer. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I have somebody that has the movie right, but I can't say the name of the movie because if I say the name of the movie, you guys are going to know the name of the song. So I'm gonna give you guys just a second to figure it out, guys. Come on now. I mean, it's the culture. You guys know what we're talking about here. So think about it. Use your noggin. It's the Keep It Moving Show special. I am here with my guest, the incredible LeVert Experience. You guys check these gentlemen out at a city near you. Now I have more questions.
I'm
Let me see.
sure.
Now, are you planning on doing a LeVert Experience CD? Are you guys going to make new music together?
Yeah, definitely.
Get together and make beautiful music together.
Hey, come on now. Come on now. Now, do we have a tentative date, or we're just, going to anticipate this?
2030.
Oh,
No, it's gonna come when it's gonna come.
when it's ready.
Yeah, it's gonna get together, and we gonna do it.
Got it. I asked because you could tell that the people are starving for music like what you guys are known for putting out there. And since you guys have been there, there has not been a sound like that. So we're actually waiting on this, and in anticipation. So I'm glad to know that. Um, Celebrating 40 years of LeVert. Wow. Again, as I said in the beginning, that's a legacy. How do you feel? How do you feel about that, Mark? 40 years. Geez, how old are we?
And that's a long time. That's
Like
what I
what?
can say. That's a long time. But hey, man, it's 40 years. When I think about 40 years, it just seems like just unbelievable. And it just seems really more unbelievable that it's been as long as it has been, as far as losing Gerald and Sean. So to be able to continue and to be able to be recognized for what that we've been able to do together and individually, I think that's the plus in just being able to in doing what we do, because um, people can still reflect back on their life, and I hear it all the time. I see it all the time when people responding to the songs and things like that. So it's like it's certain songs put them in a mood, put them in certain moods. So it's like, you know, it's gratifying that's just what it is, that we can still do it after 40 years. I mean, man.
I'm
That's a
looking at
long.
the pic behind you, and that was almost 40 years ago, huh?
Roboto style.
I don't know.
Bullshit.
I think it was the 40 years was for
Big Throwdown.
Oh,
no,
I know.
it was for
I know.
which one?
I want to.
Nah, that was longer
Oh,
than 40
damn
years.
it.
That's Pop Pop. The Pop Pop album.
Oh.
Yeah,
Now,
it was that album. It was the
okay.
big
Now, Mark, you
no,
knew I wanted to throw that in there. That's like my
what album
favorite
is that?
song.
It ain't called the Big Throwdown?
No, it's not the Big Throwdown. That's
Oh, that's the first one. That was the Independent John. Dancing with you.
No, the next one after the Independent joint.
Right,
First one on Atlantic. The first one on Atlantic was Bloodline.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's 40 years since Bloodline.
Hey, what's crazy is that's when we met Gerald in '86. We were at this DJ's house, and he was a singer too, and he had a show that night. I think at this club called the Excalibur, and he had an after party at his crib. I'm 16, Jason's 13, and Gerald stops by the party, and they like sing. So we wrote these little cheesy songs that we had written, and he was like,
"What's your name?"
Yeah, not that was the Lil Anthony Imperials, but it was a song like that though. And he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hook y'all up." Man, we ain't see him again to 1989.
Oh, wow.
And I saw him coming out of the studio because, believe it or not, me and my homeboy Leon Cloyd, we used to dance for Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew. We was called Big Step. We had the patent leather shoes, the skids, the silk shirts. My grandmother used to make all that, and the Gumby. I had the doggone Gumby joint, Dre the Barber. And we saw him coming out. He was like, "Yo, I got this idea for 3 big dudes that could do da 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 da." Long story
Not
short,
3 big dudes.
Yeah, he was like, long story short, it just ended up being me and Jason. And from that time, that was '89, and it didn't come out to the first single, "Use Me," May of '92. It was out of here.
Jeez.
Gee
whiz.
Oh, thank ya.
Now I do know, you know, I have to put this in here. Now I sang it a little bit, you know, because sometimes when I'm around people who can really sing, sometimes I think I can sing too. It's kind of like a transference thing.
So like when you're around people that's high, you think you can fly. I believe I can fly.
Hey, I do. I believe I can touch the sky. So my thing is, when I knew that I loved LeVert, it's because of listening to I Want To. That is my all-time. How do I want to say that? Because man, I can't listen to Baby I'm Ready. I can't listen to I'm Still Waiting and All Seasons. Like I'm literally like never mind. But when I heard I Want To, man, y'all ripped that. Mark, can you please just like put it out again? Like put it out again.
Yeah,
I mean, I would appreciate that. And then we can like do another exclusive on the Keep It Moving special.
Yeah, I plan on doing that.
I told you, Robin. I told you.
That was independent, and so it never was a single or nothing like that. So, you know.
I don't know why. That right there was so dope. I mean, if ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce that song again. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to introduce that song again. It's called I Want To by LeVert. I Want To. Listen, if Joe and Dave can rip this song, I know they can. I know y'all can. Can you? Or can't you?
Don't ask questions you already know the answer to.
Right.
Okay, so guys, listen. my next question is, because I know your time is limited, but my next question is, you guys will be here at the end, I think in the fall, in September, doing a 3-day event here. This is part of the LeVert Experience as well, or that's just an event that you guys are a part of?
Yeah, we are part of it, but they are. Go ahead, tell them, Dave. You got all the info.
Do I? Oh, they're giving the guys that are promoting it and G5G are giving Gerald, Sean posthumously and Mark presently. They're giving them lifetime achievement awards at the event. And it's a huge 3-day concert. I mean, it's the Force MDs. How about that? Dave Hollister, Christopher Williams, Blue Magic, Melissa Morgan, LeVert Experience, the Spinners. I said Blue Magic, right? And a bunch of other people too. Melissa Morgan. And
wow.
Yeah,
okay, let me get my outfits ready.
Yeah.
And my microphone. Hey, let's go.
Get your outfit so you can get outfit.
I never get outfits. See.
Yeah.
Now I have another question I'm going to ask you guys. How is it these days with streaming? Because the music industry is a little different these days. So now you're streaming as opposed to us buying CDs and stuff. I'll be honest with you. I miss my CDs. I miss opening up the cover and reading who wrote, who produced, who's featuring. I miss that stuff. How do you guys feel about the industry changing like this?
Highway robbery.
Highway robbery. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think in the beginning they tried to make it think. Tried to make us think like it was something dope. It was an advantage for us. We would be saving. It would be easy. It will make things easier for you. But in the long run, you're really getting robbed, because if we really were to tabulate everything from all across all the platforms that that from our thing streaming, we need to be getting some checks. But even it's like 0.0000001 something. You know what I mean? That you get paid for.
A penny?
Under a penny.
Less a
0.2 of a penny.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. You can't even buy no penny candy with that.
How about that?
Yeah.
So now you guys don't know me. I'm sorry. Go, Mark.
The good thing for us as legacy artists is at least we had the benefit of coming out in the record stores and selling actual product. These guys now don't have actual product; it's digital product, and so they took the value of the music and lessened it, and so we still reap the benefits of selling actual product, because it still moves. It's just not moving like it used to.
Okay.
And but we have the benefit of having both worlds. It's less of attractive for the streaming aspect. But another thing about the streaming is the streaming was beneficial to the labels. That's who streaming was benefiting, because what happened was with file sharing, they was basically sharing the files or albums with each other, and not a lot of people, because everybody didn't know how to do it, but that's how it was getting out. So they figured they gonna cut out the file sharing and use the same model that the file sharing was, but cut out the sharing and just let them have the music and just pay a small fee, and you can listen to whatever you want to for however long you want to listen to it. But the other aspect of that is the fact that for legacy artists, we never signed no deals for that. So they just kind of put you into a situation that yo, you upgraded the situation that we didn't sign no agreement for that. You know what I mean? So
Were you
it's
guys
a
able to
whole lot of
fight
messed up
against that?
stuff. Huh?
Were you guys able to fight against that?
We are now.
Some people has been fighting against it, but you know, you have others like Taylor Swift who re-recorded her stuff because
Yes.
you know that was beneficial for her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you know, for us, it may be a little different because I wouldn't want to. You know, the elements is what they are when you put it together. You know what I mean? And so I don't know about redoing it,
Yeah, because I
and I don't
understand the law
have
for
all the
that is you got to
voices
do
to
it the
do it
same way.
anyway.
Right. Yeah. They said to get it to do it like that, you got to have from what I understand. I talked to this guy in LA. He was like, it has to be the same way that you did it before. It's no way to duplicate that. A lot of cats don't even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or can't.
So now my other question is because you know, personally, I'm a little militant. So if I see you trying to take something from me that and I don't benefit from it, I want to fight to see how I could get you out of it. I want to ask, um, in a land in a time where things are being stripped from us, how do you start your own? Are you able to maybe start your own to whereas people don't need these labels anymore? Well, you have your own label still. So are you able to do it where you don't have to include them, that the streaming or whatever or however you use to make money goes directly to you and your artist as opposed to the label?
Yeah, well, that's the best way, but you got to have all the infrastructure. You know, you got to have everything together across the board to really, you know, make it work. You know what I mean? So, um, and you know, so all these little technical things makes the music aspect. It changes the music aspect for me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying that I got a lot to, you know, kind of take in and think about how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And the best way to do it. And so, um, so that because our main goal is for the public to hear it,
Yeah.
and we have to go through hoops to do that, and that is spend all kind of money to do it. Then that changes, you know, how you do it. And the good thing about it, though, now we have a lot of because of social media and how we can do things and manipulate uh, how to how to promote. Um, this is the best time to really be an independent act. You know what I mean? But they're trying to lock up independent acts now. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So that they can kind of corner the whole market. They don't, you know, I think um, the last independent, you know, chart topping um, acts that was signed independently, I think they just bought all of that. The main, so it's like they're trying to really corner all the acts, anything that's possible. And I don't know if you know this, but recently Warner just bought the AI giant. What's his name? What's the name of him, Joe?
Uno.
Nuno. Yeah, they just bought them, and they were in, you know, they were in litigation at one time because they felt like they infringed on on their work. So instead, they let them get in. So now, you know, now you got the AI situation in the
Yeah.
mix. You know,
Yeah.
so
Have you guys heard yourselves being AI'd or maybe hologram?
Nah.
No, but I saw one of Gerald today. They said if this was a biopic, this what it would look like. Did y'all see that in the
Y'all
chat?
seen
I
that?
sent y'all?
Y'all seen it a couple of weeks when LaMichael put it up.
Yeah.
Is that something that you could say, no, don't do that? Or do you have a choice?
Well, if you yourself, you can say no, you don't want to do it because um, I don't think they have the right to do your likeness
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So
Yeah. Wow. Things are changing. Things are changing, but I'm glad you guys haven't changed. Well, I mean, you're a little older and maybe better looking. Y'all looking real good out there. But before we get out of here, the one thing I want to say, I did get. Let me see. Who is this name? Who is this name? Okay, so you guys did not get the name of the song, but yes, the artist is Mark Gordon. The group was LeVert, and the song was Living Just Enough. Oh, living just
okay,
for the city.
You sound like Walona from Good Times.
Hey, come on now. That's me.
I belong there.
Gentlemen, I'm thanking you guys so much. Did you guys want to give a shout out before we go?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shout out to all the friends, family, all the fans, and everybody. Shout you out.
Hey, yeah, shout out to y'all. You and Robin and Shay, all the kids. Cleveland will be there March 20th, Atlanta March 22nd, and we'll be there in Oxon Hill September 18th through the 21st. So in the meantime, in between time, y'all get ready. Get your back set.
Oh yes,
They covered all the shout outs for me for this interview.
They covered all. Okay.
I want to say hi to Joe Little.
I appreciate you guys for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, the LeVert Experience. Guys, I appreciate you so much. I look forward to seeing you. Y'all this fall. Have a great night. Thank you again for coming on the show, guys.
I'm coming up there before that. You already know.
Yowling.
All right, y'all. Mark coming with me too. All right.
Love you guys.
I love you too. Later.
It's the Keep It Moving Show special. Listen, I'm having a great time here. It's me. It's LeVert Experience. Listen, I'm so mad because you guys know I had my music already queued up, but I'll sing. I'll sing until you guys leave. I want to do the same that you do. Girl, you're the best thing since candy, and I don't want to lose you. Come on, see you giving me everything I have to be happy for, baby. Listen, I'm gone. I'm out of here. It's the KIM. Thank you guys for logging on to another Keep It Moving special. You guys are so dope to hang out with me. Once again, I'm thanking the LeVert Experience. I also want to thank my girl Robin. And I want to thank Shayla, all of you guys. I want to thank everybody from the Keep It Moving Show audience for hanging out with me. I told you guys. But I love you guys. Have a great night. Have a great week. And I will see you guys Monday morning on the Keep It Moving Show, 6:15 a.m. right here. Love you guys. Oh, I forgot to ask for my autographs. Damn it. Have a good one, guys.